For the Canon team, that was a great presentation. Thank you so much. Remember, you're talking to system integrators. These people are absolutely smart. They know all this. This is what they talk when they go to customers. Also, a quick reminder to our platinum sponsors, Canon. You do have, Sandhya, you do have 2 events which you can do as a tech edge, we call them. You can have a dedicated technical training for your products. This would really enable our members or their key salespeople to actually know about your products in depth, and it would be a big win-win for Canon as well as the people who are interested in selling Canon products. Yeah. So this would, like I said, this would be for the key employees of ASIRT members or the key people who influence sales. So that would be really good. Yeah. Now, before I call the next speaker on stage, I have a small announcement. I hope you all remember we have the ASIRT Gold Member Program which we launched in 2013 first. This was a program which enabled our partners to emphasize their value adds to the customer, to emphasize to their customer that they really mean serious business when it comes to delivering quality products and solutions. I'm really happy to tell you that today, out of the entire ASIRT member fraternity, we have 74 ASIRT members who have enrolled as gold member under the Gold Member Program. This is free to everybody, so I don't know why the other half of ASIRT members have not yet registered. Gives you a lot of benefits. For the Gold Member Program, we have the new 2016 certificates already ready at the back. So people who are part of the Gold Member Program can collect it from the back side. And also, for those who are not registered under the Gold Member Program, just write to us. We'll send you the link. It can all be done online, and you can also take advantage of this program. All right, now, TikTok, we need to switch gears, switch off your business mind, and now we come to your personality development. Today we have 2 coaches who are going to talk to us for the next couple of hours. First, I'm going to invite a running coach on stage. All of you know that a fit mind, fit body can really mean a great life. It can make you a better CEO, a better worker. But then all of us would have at some point or other tried to implement a fitness program for ourselves, gone to a gym, started a running program or something, and then probably without getting real guidance or, training, a lot of times it doesn't happen, and we just let go of all the good things that we thought we should be doing. So today we've invited a running coach to talk to you and give you tips on what really goes into being a successful runner. Let me introduce him for you first. He is the founder of Be Fit, named Brinston Miranda. Brinston has been coaching since the year 2000, and he's been running for the last 30 years, and he doesn't look as old, but that's a different point. He's been a Mumbai and Maharashtra champion for many years and has won at many national championships. Brinston has won the award for Best Sportsman for Maharashtra for athletics in 1998, and he's competed at the World Masters Championship and stood 12th in the world. Brinston is really a celebrity trainer. Friends, please put your hands together again and let's give a warm welcome to Brinston Miranda. Brinston, can we have you on stage? Thank you so much for coming here. You're done? Do you need this?
Yeah. Can I have some water for us? Hi, good evening, everyone. A lovely presentation from the Canon team. It was great, I'm sure. That was quite interesting to most of you all. But this line is a total different line. It's something to do with mind and body. And as Chetan introduced me to the team, I will also say a few words about me. I have started running only at the age of 16. So it was late for a sportsman. It's never easy to start at this time. Everyone says that you start at 8, you start at 10. But I proved that there is no age, and if you have a very strong mind, definitely you can succeed at any given time. So I started running at the age of 16. I put the first month only to watch and to know what happens, and then the next year was to see how my body takes. So for me, it was a very slow process in the first year, but that first year, which I did with one of my coach, with my best coach, Jaraj Bajaj, changed my life for the next 25 years. So it's very important, how do you start? It's all about you being in a good frame of mind. Okay, so we at BFit, I have 4 centers at BFit where we work and we coach runners, fitness freaks, first-timers who have never ever walked 10 meters, never ever thought they could be doing an activity. We make them get their goals, get their targets, feel great about their body, introduce something new in them, a change of lifestyle. This is what we do at BFit. So the first thing is, I would like to go from this side. First, people will ask you why you're doing it. And then later on, they'll say how you did it. So why you're doing it? First thing, your wife or your family members will say, why you want to do this? Why you want to get up in the morning? Why you want to go through pain? But this is going to take you for a lifetime. Once you finish your goal, your target, like an event or competition, and you win, let it be any category, then they'll say how you did it. How did you do it? Then you can say whatever you want. They will quietly listen to you because you have put a lot of effort into it. So that's the way you go about it. You enter into a program, you go forward to it, give your best shot at it, and you will be at the next level where people will look up to you. Got it? So that's the way we go about it. Now, can anyone become a runner? Let's go into running first. Let anyone become a runner. Yes. Absolutely. You can become a runner. In my group, 50% of people have never ran. They have never even come for their morning walks. The change that took place in Bombay in the last 10 years was because of the Mumbai Marathon. Okay, fine. But earlier, it was all about an indoor activity taking place. That is the gym. Working out in the gym, pumping iron, closed doors, and getting fit. But today, we talk about you running outdoors. We talk about you feeling great about moving freely into the streets of Mumbai. Going for either your walks, running, cycling, any form. It's about you doing it outdoors. So can anyone become a runner? Yes. The most important thing for you to understand is, as long as you don't run too often, too fast, too long, too soon. Now let's go about this, how I go about it. Now when I say it's about you not trying to run too often. Because you are a first-time runner, it is always important that one day if you run, the next day you recover. You have never done this before. You do not want 2 or 3 days of continuous running. So you have a recovery taking place in your body. Your body, the parts which have worked, starts getting rest. And back again gives you energy for the next. Then the next one is not too fast. You have never been running. If you think of running too fast in your first few weeks, automatically there will be a lot of strain, not on the muscle, but on the joints. Lot of strain, certainly into your heart. Lot of strain of blood flowing into you, and you're having headaches, seriousness, weakness during the day. So don't run too fast too also. Then the next is long. You start with 10 minutes, you start with 20 minutes, you start with 30 minutes. Do not say that today 10 minutes, tomorrow 20 minutes, 30 minutes. Keep it weekly based or fortnight based. So the first few weeks, I will just keep it for 30 minutes of exercising, 30 minutes of jogging, 30 minutes of walking. Start slowly. Let your body start understanding that this is a change that is going to take place in me. This is the way I have to build up my endurance and stamina. So you do not want to just increase it. Today is 30 minutes, next is 1 hour, next is 1.5 hours. These are runners who enter into it and come out of it fast and they say, no, this is not for me. You go into it slowly, enjoying it. You have to start enjoying it. And how do you enjoy it? By few steps ahead. Too long, too soon. Too soon is got to do with like saying that there is an event happening, let me go into this. So you're just jumping into it immediately because of an event. I do not want runners to get injured. For me, running is passion. For me to bring running into this community is one of the greatest things which I want to do. It's not about you winning medals. It's about you making an effort from your side to walk, to brisk walk, to jog, and then to run. So that changed, and that learning phase is from the start. So that's why you have to go very slowly, gently into it. I'm sure you're all businessmen, you're a tired lot by the end of the day. But a change of 10 minutes, 20 minutes can make a big change into your lifestyle. So how do you start? Very simple. First thing is, I hope most of them are not having any kind of a major kind of a health issues. Okay, so we take it very carefully and very slowly. So if anyone wants to join something or kind of an activity, first see how good is your health. When I say it's good out your health, it would be diabetes, it would be a kind of a heart patient, it would be something to do with a broken spine or a injury, kind of a knee injury or that has taken place. So for me, first thing is you should know your body before you start any training program. It is cycling, running, any activity. So you should get to know what it is, what prevents you from starting exercises program. If you are above 40, yes, a half our life is over. We have not done anything in school days. We have not done anything when we were working and doing our college stuff. Now you're entering into this phase. So you have to be very careful about it. Get yourself certified from a doctor. Yes, you need it. But do not go there only because the doctor has forced you. You know, I have a lot of runners with me who have just done their angios, heart surgery. And then the doctor has forced them to start running or walking. The reason why? They have never done. They have enjoyed their life, eating, stress, and now they are forced to do that. I'm sure most of them have not gone through this. So it's better that you start now. It's better that you start slowly and start gently. Small targets is the way you look at it. Small targets would be, today I train, once a week, twice a week I train, 3 times a day. That is good enough. Not necessarily you have to train 7 days. Once you reach the highest level, then you start performing for those many days. You'll start enjoying it. Then this competition which comes into you, and you're the best competitor. So then you have to fight against yourself. But go into it slowly, gradually is the most important thing. Okay, how do we get it started? A proper attire, very important. I'll give you a few examples on this. How do you go about it? You do not want to wear something which is very tight because that can cause itchiness. Your muscles will not function the way it is. You'll not be able to stretch well. So don't wear something very tight. Don't wear something which is very heavy. That would be a longer t-shirt or cotton t-shirt. Get something which would be right for you. Not necessarily that you have to spend by buying the brands which are there. Get something which is very reasonable, but the right stuff. The shoe, the most important thing the shoe is. For me, why? Because when you start running or walking, the movement that takes place from your leg hitting down is always 2 or 3 times your body weight bounces back. So having a good footwear is the most important thing for me, because from here you'll be running miles, you'll be running distances. So buy a good footwear. Now footwear will range from the size that you are, the way you are pronated, and a lot of other small things. But buying initially, first you go for a simple footwear. Do not start by just running with the canvas shoes. Though we did that in our school days, but now I would prefer you buying a good shoe. Next we go to a safe place. It's always placed safe. Two things. One is a safe place, I mean to say, well lit, smooth. In Bombay we have a lot of paved blocks. I had runners who have just taken 2 steps on the paved block, broken their elbows. It's so dangerous out here in this Bombay streets that we have with paved block. The road would be a better option. So a safer place would be the place that you run, the lighting that is there. If it is dark, avoid running in darker surfaces. You'll never know. Especially when it rains, you might not see the potholes also. So be safe. If it's raining, go on a different surface. If you can't see the road which is flat, go on a different surface. Next, we have dogs in Bombay. I'm sure we have a lot of dogs out there at around 4 or 5 in the morning. And they are the pest over here. They have bit most of my runners running at that hour at 4 and 5. But see a good place, a jogger's park. We have a lot of parks coming up now. So see a place which would be good for you to start off with running. The next, the training partner or a group. Yes, you need someone when you're on your start, the few steps that you take. A training partner, yes, not necessarily that he should be as good as you, but yes, he needs to be motivating you. He needs to be saying, today morning, let's go for a jog. Today morning, let's go for a walk. He should be something who will never let you down, put you down. So look at a training partner, not necessarily it has to be a same age, a younger guy, good enough, but a training partner who will always pep you up. Next is a group. If you join the group, you know very well that you have a lot of people around. You know that there are levels of people. So your partner would be of the same level. So you'll be quite eager about it. Now, in my group, what we have 20, 30, 50, 100. So you know that there is someone watching you. You know you want to be with someone. So that gives your best. If you go and you have a walk alone or you run alone, mind will say, enough for the day. Take a small cut, reach home. Keep that 1 hour for yourself, for your training. And then that 1 hour, make it for you to build up and increase your endurance stamina. Warm up, cool down, yes. That's the key to performance. Okay, so for me, it is very important that though there is a lot of science coming that you don't need warm up now. You will tire yourself when you warm up. You will be exhausted in the warm up only. No, we do need a warm up depending upon the kind of activity that we are doing, the level of the 1 hour workout that we are doing. But you have to be very careful about what you do in your warm up. Simple rotations, loosening up, few stretches, and then going into it. That will give the optimal performance for that hour, for that day. So warm up well and cool down well. Cool down is more important than warm up. The reason why is after your workout or your kind of a session that you had, a training session, you will directly go home, not have any time to stretch, start your day's duty, the muscle still remains in that fatigue position, lactic acid which is formed, and then stiffness forms. So the next day you'll be more tired, stiff muscle to work out, or sit, or walk, anything. So cool down is very important. Progress gradually. I have already said something about it. So go into it slowly. Like as I said, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, start building up your capacity and go into it by doing, today I did this 30 minutes, tomorrow I'll run 40 minutes. I'll walk 20 minutes, I'll perform for 1 hour of a simple walk. Break it up into a small, not half an hour, 1 hour, 1.5 hours, 2 hours. And then we go for events, So I want you to understand that you have to progress gradually and gently, 10% improvement, 10% increase the load into you. Design a training program. Now, anyone who wants to be fit or wants to run any kind of an event or wants to learn running, it's not only about you saying that I want to run and I want to reach that distance. When we talk about you wanting to run, you need to do, there are a lot of things in that. First thing is get flexibility into your body. Because the performance, when you start running, is got to do with muscle giving its best in its running. So you need to be getting flexible. You need to be building up strength in the muscle. It's not necessary that you need strong legs. You need to be having an overall complete body strength. So you have to be focusing on different aspects of fitness on running. So a good legs, a strong core, good upper body will make you stronger to last longer. So that is how you last longer. So make a program which has got strength training, flexibility, and also cardio sessions. Make training as a habit. Yes. You can't train one day or go for a walk one day and 6 days do nothing. There's no way that is going to help you. In fact, that is going to tire you because 6 days you're doing nothing, and one day when you do a walk or kind of a run is going to tire you. You have to at least have 4 days of training more than just 1 day or 2 days. So for me, making training a habit and a change of lifestyle, very important. Let it be any form. Today running, tomorrow playing a sport, going to the gym the next day, once again walking. 4-5 days will change your kind of body structure, will change your kind of endurance, and you'll become a smarter person, smarter runner. Finally, select an event. Why as a beginner I want you to start off with selecting an event? An event would be 1 kilometer, it would be 5 kilometers. It would be just going for an event, your child's school sports day. You know your child's school sports day is coming? I want to be there and run that event. So for that you have to train. You have to think about it. There's an event in your locality. The community runs that most of, now we are having community runs. You want to go there? It might be 5K. Pick an event. Next 4 months, this is what my community is having a run. I want to be there. Automatically, you'll start working that way. So that's why I kept it last, but keep an event for you. Set a goal. I want to run 1 kilometer. That's enough first. I want to run 2 kilometers. Good enough. Start gradually. A kilometer also is very important. Some of my runners, I tell you, they keep telling me I keep my car there because of traffic and I run 8 kilometers home. Yeah, the amount of traffic that we have in Bombay, I'm sure the cyclists also would like to go to work cycling also. Many of them who do that. So that's something great. So pick an event and go for the next. So first thing I'll explain to you, how do you go about walking? How do you go about running? And how do you proceed? You start with walks. Walks are a very simple form which we do it every day. We go to walking, we go to the market, we go along the street. But what I want you to focus in your walk, in your brisk walk, and in your jogging is first thing is looking upright. It's very simple that pictures which show that you have to do this. Yes, it's very simple. But it is more simple for you to just have conscious and about yourself and say, this is the way I have to walk. So you keep yourself upright. Your spine is always as an S. You'll never walk like this or run like this. Try to keep your spine totally up straight, okay, with your head up. So for walk, your head beats up and you move your arms. Don't keep it as stiff like this because you'll only tighten muscles rather than work the muscles. So for a walk, freely you can walk by using your arms. Make that movement happening. Now brisk walk, yes, you need to be opening yourself, bigger step, using your arms and walking. That's called brisk walk. The next level of walking faster is brisk walk. After brisk walk comes the jogging. Jogging has got to do with you just lifting that leg a little bit more, you driving your arms a little bit more, you holding yourself, tucking your tummy up tight and holding yourself upright. This is jogging. Now jogging is got a little bit more intense. Why? Because walking is at easy, relaxed pace. Jogging is an effort that you do. But if you want to start off, after a week, start introducing jogging into it. Only after a week. I would not like anyone, a new time, first time runner, saying that, okay, for me it's fine, I'll jog. No. Get used to the momentum. Get used to the body action that takes place and then go into jogging. So jogging is about the next level of brisk walking, slow, very comfortable. Now next you go to running. Running is the next level of jogging where it's a little bit faster. Your knee is more higher, the drive is more, okay? The more muscular strength that you need to push yourself further. That is termed as running. So this is how I break it up into first walking, brisk walking, jogging, running, and then sprinting, what athletes do. Take yourself gradually into it. Some of them you might find that saying, oh, you're a faster runner or friend, you're just first time into it, but your friend says, let's go fast, let's run. And then you'll go into them. just for a 10 seconds or a minute. Avoid that. Take your time. Be slow. Gradually start increasing your level. Form and posture becomes the next very important thing. The posture is got to do with you standing upright and standing, running up like this, holding yourself, not loosening yourself. This will only cause more strain on other parts. If you want to stand and be at the beach or in any place that you are, always hold yourself and stand. Never. Because once you start keeping yourself loose like this, you're stressing your spine a lot. So the form becomes the most important thing in running and in jogging. Now, I'll go into this a little later, but before that, I'll just talk to you about running. I have a time for running. Others, you all might not have a time. So you have to pick 1 hour for yourself. When is that 1 hour is you to decide. Don't keep a time where you really cannot do it. Fix a time where you feel that I can remove 30 minutes for yourself. It would be morning, afternoon, evening, any time. But you can know very well that this is the time I can remove for myself. Because at that time when you have picked, you say that is my hour. And that's the way I will go about it. So you can do it at wherever part you want, not necessarily that it has to be at home. You can do it on the road, you can do it after office, you can do it on the way to work. Many of them pick up time like this. So you find when is the right time and you start running at that very time. Start walking at that very time. Remove 1 hour for yourself. That would be the best change that we do. Increase your exercise level also. Now, when I say exercise, exercise is a big word. I'm going for an exercise routine. But for me, exercise is about you getting stretches, flexibility. You're exercising the muscle part, that body part. So you're exercising. I would term exercising as you're stretching yourself before an activity. So keep some time for you to stretch before you start getting that activity or walk or run. Loosen the body parts. Get blood flow into it before you start. Rotations would be the best part for you. Like, your hand rotation like this, twisting and all, so that you open up your body before you start performing. So that's the way you go about your 10 minutes or the 1 hour that you have for yourself for training. Do not focus on speed as initial, as I spoke about. Be very slow and comfortable. Speed, pace, all comes later. First is about you just building up distance, building up time, as I told. Keep 1 hour for yourself, so that 1 hour. Now, what happens to a runner when he starts running? The common query which everyone asks me is, I get a stitch over here. I'm sure many of them who... are there any runners out here? Very good. Great. Very few, but I'm sure in a couple of months, many more runners would be there. We get a stitch out here. This is due to 2-3 reasons that take place. Too much of water going into you sometimes at one go, or your breathing is not right. The pace has increased and your flow has been too much. So what you have to do is cut down the pace at that time, reduce the level of running, be relaxed, deeper, longer breaths. You can also use this technique of pressing this, okay, and you'll recover. So this is common things that happen. Yeah, you'll press your below the rib cage. You'll press it, and that's how you'll recover. So do not go into it when you have pain. Be a little bit slow, comfortable, and you'll recover and you go back into the pace of running. The next would be hydration for a beginner. It's very important that you start focusing on having water, having a drink in your run, because you do not want to walk 1 hour without any kind of intake of liquids. I have runners who say, if I drink water, I will not be able to perform. No, that can never happen. This is very important for beginners, that you should be hydrated. You should be having good amount of water, because it clears your system. It needs to be cleared. The toxins that built up, the toxins that was built up also earlier gets cleared with it. Your muscle is just like a car. The car needs the water. What happens when it's dried up? It just fumes come. So same way here, your muscle needs water. Muscle is made up of water. So you need to be having a lot of water. If you're not going to drink water, you will not last. And then you feel that it is too hot. I can't perform. Today's workout is over. No, you fuel yourself, automatically you'll be able to last longer. And as you start lasting longer, you'll build up your stamina and endurance. So go step by step into it. Eat something before your workout. It would be an apple. It would be just a kind of a small drink. Then you go into your workout. And after your workout, immediately have your meal. Few things which will change and will give you better performance. So for me, after a workout, after a training session, it's very important that you eat within 45 minutes. And that eating got to do with proteins. Okay, so you start with a small fruit or just a kind of a small sandwich, dry fruits, get your workout done, okay, a 1 hour workout or training session program, and then you eat. That would be the best form for this next 2 hours to give you the strength, energy, which replaces what you have lost in your workout. So start off by doing slow walks, eating right, and the change would take place. Let me go into the next would be serious running. So there are few runners who are very serious into it. And it is also good for you all to know, because very soon your kids would be running or children would be running. Serious running got to do with different forms of training, which would be interval training, where we have pace running in it, at start, stop, running, at faster pace and relaxing. Hill training, which is there, which builds up your endurance and muscle strength, your gluteal strength. So hill training. Then we have weight training, strength training, which is very important for serious runners. And then the long runs which are there, which build up endurance to last the longer run. These are the forms which would help you to become a very serious runner. It's very important to know that what you are entering into. But if you know, you will start preparing yourself for it. You'll be a better runner. You'll be much more matured when you go into it. So if you want to be a serious runner, it's to the next level. But for me, the beginners are the most important thing. You start off slowly, you'll start enjoying it, and you'll last longer. You would be there. You would love to do it anytime. So for a beginner, these are the most important things which you'll have to look at it when you start. Then I go into fitness. What is fitness? Fitness is about these 4 important points which I have put forward. One is the cardio-respiratory endurance. The next is muscular strength. Third thing is flexibility and body composition. Now, it's not that because I am running every day I am fit. No. You need to be having a lot of other things which are up over here. You just can't say, I'm a runner, I'm very fit. No. I am a gym guy, I've got massive muscles, I'm fit. No. You're only fit with having larger muscles. Your heart might not be fit. Your flexibility would not be there. As a runner, I'm only running, I'm only lean, but I have no muscle strength. I might have a good heart, but not muscle strength. I might not have flexibility. I might not be able to touch my toes, so he would be like this. So fitness is about every individual saying it is a good state of health to follow a physical activity at work, at a sport, or anything that he's doing. He has the energy to last it. So our term as fitness is got to do with having 4 parts. That is, first is cardio. Yeah, now cardio, forms of way you can have a cardio session. The best is running, walking, which is very important. Swimming, yes, but there are limited. Why? Because the pools are very less out here, and it's very fear. Like, people fear that I don't know to swim and I might get drowned and all these things happen. But swimming is one very good. It helps your heart and overall muscle also, because there's a lot of upper body and lower body that actions that take place. Cycling, fantastic. Outdoor, you just go for distances, miles. So that is one great thing of exercising and terming it as cardio. Cross training, stepper, elliptical in the gym. So these are the forms that you need to be focusing on building up a heart, a strong heart. A heart is made of a muscle. You can only build up that heart and make it stronger by letting it beat more. And how will that happen? Not by standing and walking. You can make that heart. It depends how strong you want your heart. And that can happen only with cardio sessions. Because it's a muscle. A heart is a muscle. Fine? The next is muscular strength. Now, muscular strength got to do not just by saying that I want to go to the gym and build up muscle. You just cannot say you are fit by doing exercises like carrying heavy weights. Yeah, you get a good structure, a good body, fine. That's all everyone needs, a good body. But you can build up strength by even doing simple exercises like what we call as Pilates, power yoga, resistance band, and carrying weights. So you can be doing strength training even at home because everyone's body is at least 50 kgs heavier. So surely you will be doing strength training with your own body weight. You do not need to go to the gym. I hit the gym just once a week and just 3 times a month. But still I can have that strength. So it's very important how you understand what is strength training, what your body needs, and which would be better. Because to go to the gym, you'll have to register, and many of them register and then don't go to the gym. Let it be freehand, just like what we are doing it out there, what you can see the pictures out there. Just simple, basic exercises to build up strength. So once you get stronger, you can withstand any kind of a pain, endurance, tolerance of carrying heavy things at home, bending, doing anything because you have muscle strain. Next is flexibility. Very important. Why? You start off a training program, you warm up with this, and you are very flexible. So there are a few exercises which are here, which are basic, simple. If you take a look at it slowly, you'll understand that they are very simple for you to build up just mobility into your joints so that you get the best flow during your training. So only if you're going to, like the simple exercises, like I would say is this one out here, simple squats which everyone can do. This is the next which you stretch your groin. This is for your quadriceps, push-ups, everyone can do it. So these are basic exercises to get flexible into your muscle, and that's how you can perform. So if I would say, if you can touch your toes, you've got a good spine. You got a good back muscle. If I would say if you can pull your knee up, you're very strong in your glutes. If I would say you can split, you got good flexibility in your groin. So flexibility also is very important. You can't perform if you have stiff spine. Yoga, excellent. You'll be just like this, flexible. So you should be thinking which is good for you, start off. Don't just think that I want to become fit by doing only running. You need to be becoming fit by doing all these things. Next is the body composition. You can take a look at the picture on the right. Not necessary that you need big muscles to be fit. Because the body is made up of fat, which is needed in your body. It's made up of muscle, which you have to have as muscle strength. It is made up of bones and organs. So muscle, but would be larger part. So you need to be doing strength training to have larger muscles. That is one. Fat percentage, if it is more than 20% in your body, then you are on the higher side. Your fat percentage should be less than 20. It depends upon male and woman, but it's always below 20% would be the right kind of composition needed for you. Then it's the bones. It depends upon each individual, the male and the female, the bones. But body composition means I want your body to be straight. You don't want bigger arms, small legs, no one walks on the legs, and have a very strong upper body. You can't be fit like that. You would have only limited kind of fitness or limited kind of movements that will take place. Because for a bodybuilder who's doing a lot of weight training, he would be very stiff. He would never be flexible. So body composition is very important to have a fit body and mind. Okay. Is there an age limit for fitness? What do you think? Is there an age limit for fitness? Never. For me, it is no. Because, and I never thought it, but last year when I went for the World Championships, I was shocked to see a runner of 80, 90 years who can beat our Indians or anyone of the age of 30 and 40. How? Why? Because they never thought they are old. Even when I went at the age of 45 out there, I just realized that I'm 45 and I'm young. There is no age out there. They are fast. That's how they are. There are runners of 100 years running, cycling, doing the high jump. It was unbelievable. How do you do it? Why do they do it? Because they feel that this is their passion, this is their goal, they want to have a healthy life. Take a look at this now. We have a runner which is 104 out there. Okay? And it is true, he was there. So at 104, he's running 100 meters. That shows clearly his passion for it and the commitment and the time that he's spending for himself. We have our very own Indian, Fauja Singh. We see him in so many events. If he does not run, he falls sick. If he does not exercise, he does not think his day is complete. That change can take place now for you all. So there is no age at all in fitness. It is you to decide where you are and where you want to be the next half of your age or next 10 years or 25 years. Make the choice now itself. Yeah, take a look at this. Very interesting. And it's true. We have a lot of people like this who at the age of 40 think they have finished their life. But I would say no. People of 60 saying that enough, I'm retired now. I have earned enough, no more, I'll sit down, I'll buy a nice place and I'll sit down. What will you do? Where will your health take you? This is a difference. You can clearly see that how fit a mind and body can be. Because if you are fit, automatically your mind changes. Way of thinking of life, the way you look at things around, more positiveness. When you exercise, endorphin which is released in your body, the good hormones which make you so energy, so much active, make a glow on your face, all this can. So important that you decide what you want to do, where you want to do. Fine, we need to be working, but we need to be also exercising our body. We need to be trying to move. We can't be coming out from home and sitting in the car. We can't be saying that, oh, I'm dead tired for today. We need to be saying that I want to move and walk and be in a motion. So fitness is about you moving, being active throughout the day, not keeping yourself dull at the end of the day. Yeah? So, what are the benefits of fitness now? Okay, of staying fit. Clearly, this is clearly shows what else is there. Nothing we can miss. Because, see, most of them are either having some kind of sickness which is very common, that is diabetes. Yeah? But the first thing what the doctor will say for diabetes, go for a walk. Start exercising. Why do you want that to happen before that? Start going for your walks. So it would prevent you from any kind of sicknesses, ailments, heart disease. Start doing it as early as possible. Lower blood pressure, yes. That also is the first thing the doctor will say, go for your walk, start. Your blood pressure will be under control. Before he could say, try it out for 1 week, exercising for 1 month, before I give you a pill which you'll have to take for life. Why you want that to happen? Start exercising. So it will prevent you from, it increases immunity. You might never get cold and cough. Season change in Bombay, weather, so many things. It might never, and if you fall sick, you might recover in a day or two. So it builds up your immunity systems, and it's very good. Why? Because you are very busy, you need to go to work. You can't be saying, I'm just tired and fatigue is set in, and I can't be doing anything more. I need a 1 week off. No, it will build up your immune system. Stress, I'm sure everyone is having stress. This is a stress buster. This can drop your stress by 40% if you start exercising. So it's very important. Controls weight. Everyone wants to be in a good shape. No one wants to have a big belly. No one wants to be putting on weights at the wrong places. So once you start exercising, you know that if I do my arms will get stronger. Fat from here will go. If I do my abs exercises, this will be stronger. Fat from here will go. So it reduces weight. You'll be toned well. Increases mental strength. Yes, true. For me, this is the most strongest point I would take it as. Mental strength. You have so much of time to think when you are in stress positions, stress kind of situations. It really takes you down. When a fight takes place, when an argument takes place, it can keep you cool at that very time. Okay? Meeting bad news, hold yourself. You'll be able to control and hold yourself. Sound sleep, definitely. I'm sure runners and anyone who's sleeping, once they hit the bed, they are dead and very peaceful sleep. Whereas anyone who's not will wake up, wonder, think, back again, thoughts of some other thing. But if you exercise complete 5 hours, 6 hours, he's dead to the world and he'll sleep well. And that is what the body needs, a complete sound sleep. You might just take 5 hours of sleep. I sleep 5 to 6 hours of sleep a day. But when I hit the bed and when my alarm wakes up, no disturbance. I'm sure most of them who are exercising rigorously will be the same with it. Pain threshold. Sure. If the doctor says, I am going to give you an injection, first thing only you will be. Well, yeah, I can tell you, you have so much of pain threshold increases with exercising. Even if you get a wound, if you are hit, or anything, you can bear that pain. And the last, better concentration. Very important. I'm sure most of the counselors tell the children, let the child play so that the concentration level increases. Why? Because they have to study. Same thing for you is if you're not going to play and exercise, how will you have a good concentration level at work in your day? So these 9 points are the most important. You should look at it and say, yes, it can drop 3-4 of my problems that you're already facing. So look into it in such a way that say that I want to go 1 less of this, 2 less of this, gain 1 of this, gain 2 of this. Okay? So it's very important that you exercise and you stay fit. You work yourself into fitness. Now, fitness as an activity and a recreation. It's not only about running. It's not only about cycling. It's not only. It's got to do with you being a part of any sport, but being active into it. As close to you, or you enrolling yourself somewhere. So if I have put something to do with golf, yes, you'll walk a lot in this golf. You swing your arms. So there's an activity taking place, there's muscle movement taking place, there's a cardio session taking place. So you will be moving around 18 holes, you'll be carrying your stuff, you'll be swinging, which will work the muscle. So playing golf, very good kind of a fitness and a recreation as an activity. Rowing, excellent, good lung capacity, shoulder strength. Your legs will get stronger because this kind of a motion will make you really strong. Rowing is one of the best because it's not very easy, you think, but one good form of strength training and cardio session rowing. Then we have tennis. Yes, you're running around, so there's cardio involved, there's strength training involved because you are playing with the racket and hitting the ball is really intense. So you're using your arms. So this kind of a running sport and as an activity and as fitness, excellent tennis. And then badminton. Reflexes, quick movements, small court, but still the way you have to run, go for it, push, send it to the other side. It all needs body coordination, strength, speed, endurance, stamina. So picking a sport and trying to be fit, these are the activities we can pick. It's very important that you look at it in that way, go for it, and get stronger. Then we go into deciding to go for an event. Once you start saying that, wow, I'm enjoying my kind of running, I'm enjoying my kind of cycling, register yourself for an event. Once you start registering yourself for small events, you will start feeling great about yourself and taking you to the next level. So you will increase your training. You will go into the next level of saying that, wow, let me go for this event, let me train harder, let me give more time for yourself. So you'll spend more 10, 15 minutes more, 30 minutes more for training, and you'll go. So we have events like marathon, big events. It would be a 5K, it would be a 10K, it would be 21K or 42K. So events which take place like cycling, few events are there in Bombay, but there are events that take place for cycling. So pick up a cycling event and go for it. Then we have triathlon, which has just started in Bombay, in India also. Swimming is one good thing. Trekking, excellent. Now a lot of groups are there which they do trekking. So picking up a trek once or twice a year becomes a very good kind of a training program or fitness activity, because you have to train for it. You just can't go for a long trek. The reason why is there is a lot of walking involved. There's something to do with strength training for your legs, because you'll be climbing up. But it's good. Pick up an event. Once you pick up an event, it is very good. You'll be focused. You'll be in a line. You'll want something from yourself. You want to challenge that because you want to do well. You want to tell your friends that I succeeded, because very soon you'll realize that you have achieved it. So picking up an event puts you on a line, puts you on a goal. Now we'll be talking about injury and prevention. When I talk about injury, I would go straight into you being ready for that sport first and going into it. So when I look at it is, you be ready for that sport. You do not go into an event when you're not ready, when you're having any kind of sickness, pain, strain, already having some kind of strain in your muscle, and then you're going into it. Prepare yourself, meet the doctor, go into it slowly, and then go for an event. So it's very important that you take care of yourself. Now, you can see two things which I have put pictures. One is got to do with ankle sprain. Okay. Now, ankle sprain can take place with anyone. What you have to do is know what to do after that. It can happen to a fit runner or a non-fit runner, but it's very important that you know what. So for me, for an injury or any kind of a pain, first thing is ice it. Always apply ice. First 24 to 48 hours, applying ice is the most important thing. After that starts the treatment. Okay. The next injury which I have just put forward is the calf cramping. Calf cramping or muscle strain which takes place. It is caused due to not hydrating well. It's caused due to you not warmed up well, your calf not ready for it, or the muscle not ready for it, and that is how that injury has taken place. So the preventions would be a warm-up, hydration well, getting your body into that kind of an activity that you're doing well, stronger, and then going into it. So the preventions are, one is like for a runner, he should know what would be the best for him. A shoe, getting the right sole if he's pronation or anything to do with his landing foot. So we have insoles that take place, so you're taking care of yourself. And if I take a look at the next picture, is you are protecting yourself. So if you're into a sport, take care of it. Go into it in the right way. Wear the helmet, wear the gear, wear the things that you are supposed to be wearing, so that you are not injured or damage caused to you. So these are the things that you have to look at when you look at you entering into a sport. Be careful, go the right way, do the things involved in that sport, and you will last longer. You will be able to go the distance. So it's very important that you learn these few things that I have put forward, so that you can be a better runner, intelligent and a matured runner. This is a very important line which hits many of them at an age. You can escape pain. You can't escape pain, but you can get injured with it. So now I would say you can't escape pain, but you can choose where you want to have it. The fit have it in their muscle, and the unfit have it in their joints. Where do you want the pain after 40, after 50, after 60? Very important. A message which you should be able to have it in mind all throughout. A muscle pain can go off within a week or two. Joint pain will last longer. How do you avoid that? Build up your muscle, become strong so that you can last longer. And the next, having a medal around your neck. You will definitely feel great finish an event. You will always see your child have a medal, and that joy comes into you when you start training, you start spending yourself, you go for an event and having a medal around your neck. So it's very important that you say, I too want a medal around my neck. Let it be a small event, let it be a big event. And not necessarily that you have to win. You completing an event is a victory. You being a part is a victory. So for me, you training is a victory for me, and for the sport, you performing, giving your best, giving time for yourself is a victory for your own self. So I would end by saying thanks to all of you all for calling me, and I hope you have enjoyed and you have learned as much as you can in this talk.
Friends, we have a few minutes for questions. If you all have any questions, we have the expert here.
Sir, you said you have 4 branches.
Yes.
In Mumbai?
Yes.
Where are they?
One is Jew, Bandra, Shivaji Park, and Racecourse.
Okay, thank you.
You can ask any questions relating to injuries also, or fitness, or anything.
Yeah, shoes.
Yeah.
What are the recommended shoes?
Yes. Now, regarding the shoes, I would not endorse a brand, but I would say when it got to do with shoes, it's very important on the weight of a person, the running style, and the type of landing that he does. So if someone is very swift in running, he would be using the least amount of a sole because he is smooth and fast. If someone is a heavier person, he needs more cushioning. So his heel would be a little bit heavier. Then it depends upon the surface that you are running. But I would say, if I take a brand, ASICS, the gel series are good. If I would say Reebok, I don't know much about Reebok because they have not come out well. But the Adidas, the Boost series are good. Nike, the Bossmans are good. So Adidas, Nike, Reebok, ASICS, very good shoes.
What about walking on sand?
Excellent. It's good. It's difficult at the start, but you need to be walking on different surfaces. Running and walking on sand will build up your endurance and calf, the leg muscles, because it's softer. So you will have to make an effort from yourself to procure front. So you will be working twice what you will be doing on the road. So training on sand, but see that your sand training is not very regular. You need to be having some form of different surfaces at intervals.
Yeah, one last question, sorry. Normally, when I'm giving you my example, whenever I give up walking, I suddenly shoot up by 15-20 kilos in less than a year. So, is it best to avoid exercises or?
No. Yes, many of them have this. They, lot of them. See, what happens, I'll tell you in a small way. Yeah, see, what happens is you have a training program. Okay, your body starts absorbing what you eat during your training and when you're not. Your body got used to absorbing maximum during your training program because you have worked. Now, when you have stopped, that program still works in the body where it is absorbing maximum, but there's no outtake taking place. So at that very time, you're thinking, you're used to, I love this eating, I've always been eating. You'll eat and you'll eat more. Why? Because now it is taste. There's no consciousness that I'm not training now. So you will just start eating a little bit more, 1 portion more, 2 portion more. So there's no exercising taking place. So that's how what you eat goes into fat storage. And that's where weight gain takes place. So if you're eating the wrong thing, it's going into fat storage. And to break down that is only after your cardio session getting over, that is a 45 minutes workout, then only you start breaking down fat after protein.
In
Yes?
recent past, I've seen barefoot runners. Can you talk about it? I mean, what are the prerequisites for barefoot running?
This will always be a debate, barefoot running. Science will keep changing. Just as we said that we don't need warm-up now. Okay, but for me, barefoot, naturally, our ancestors never ran with shoes. And even in Bombay, we are still having runners who are running bare feet. Okay, I'm talking of the juniors, the runners now. The older ones are just, it's like a fad, like, Milind Soman is running or someone else is running, so we are running bare feet. But the younger runners, yes. Our heels and our forefeet have a normal kind of cushioning, which when we land, it protects us from direct impact. But the right style matters in barefoot running, the right style. So if you're barefoot and you're hitting the heel first, definitely you'll be injured. That is one. If you are landing like this, there is more cushioning while the ankle takes the pressure. So it depends upon each individual, how is he landing and how well his leg can take. So if he is not having good amount of leg strength, he is definitely going to harm it. Next, we never have a good road to run. Why do you want to get injured with a point, a nail or a stone hitting you? Play safe. 45 years scientists have proved that a shoe is good. Stay with the shoe.
Thank you, Brinston. Guys, I mean, for a lot of you who have only wished that you can do a 10K or a 5K or a 21K sometime in life, this is it. Mumbai has a lot of these events between January to February every year. Make a pledge to yourself today. 2017 January, you are running somewhere. And the preparation has to start now. Right?
Yeah, for a beginner, I would always say keep 4 to 6 months. You can't be hitting 1 month and 2 months. Minimum 6 months is for a beginner.
So for January 2017, believe me guys, you need a 20 to 30 week program, as Brinston said. By the way, he trains throughout the year. I think his email ID is befitformarathon at
gmail.com.
For those of you who are interested really in turning over a new leaf in 2017, like I said, this is it. Do something in life which really you can love, and I'm sure it will change the way you live your life. Thank you so much, Brinston, for coming and enlightening our members. It's really great.
Thank you all.
So friends, we have tea and snacks served at the back. Please help yourself, and we come back in 15 minutes. Thank you.
Come join us for tea.
Yeah, sure.
You want me to help you with that?
No, I'll just...
Rincon.
Congratulations, Lincoln. Let me call the photographer. Raju. Guys, give a big hand.
Kaustub.
Congratulations, Kaustubh. You had been working very hard on WhatsApp. So this is the prize. This prize is a cross pen.
Neeraj. Krishnan EM.
Congratulations, Neeraj. Congratulations. So coming to ASIRT event you will never regret.
Thank
you, ma'am.
Thank you.